Hey, I'm Dan Vollmeyer, and with Money in the Bank now less than 2 weeks away, The Bump is counting down the top 10 male Money in the Bank superstars of all time. Now, with nearly 80 superstars having competed within this creative mix of steel ladders, multicolored briefcases, dangly wires, and across a 15-year span, compiling a list like this is no easy task. But it's amazing what you can accomplish drinking lots of coffee, watching lots of WWE Network, and completely ignoring your family for 2 days straight. Obviously, I'm kidding. I don't drink coffee. Let's get right into it. Here are your top 10 Money in the Bank superstars of all time. Number 10, the Rated R superstar, whose ladder use is so psychotically innovative. If you asked an employee at Home Depot if their ladders could handle the type of stuff that Edge does with them, they'd ask you to leave the store. Let's jump back to the first Money in the Bank Edge becoming the very first Mr. Money in the Bank and doing it in style. Number 9, the Celtic Warrior, who competes in 2011, 2013, and then in 2015 wins the whole shebang. Clearly, the missing puzzle piece all along was this beautifully beaded beard. But with his beads, without his beads, Sheamus proves size, strength, and brute force can compete in ladder matches. And oh yeah, Sheamus does this to people. Number 8, Rob Van Dam, making his Money in the Bank pay-per-view debut in 2013. Then 2014, someone, I guess, tells Van Dam that Seth Rollins was talking about his sister because RVD goes old school ECW all over Rollins. But it's at the Show of Shows in 2006 when RVD really steals a show. Van Dam spends a lifetime defying gravity, ironically uses it with this love tap en route to snagging that all-important briefcase. At number 7, we have Shelton Benjamin. Every single step, every motion this superstar makes, it's like you're witnessing something no one has ever seen before. Diving sentons, sunset flip, powerbomb, superplex combo, off the ladder. What? Is this real life? He's jumping onto ladders, jumping off of ladders. That alone, that gets Shelton on our list here. Number 6, it's Randy Orton. His win in 2013 against a completely stacked field made up of all former world champions is too big a feat to overlook. Plus, hanging DDTs, he's got those. RKOs out of nowhere, you better believe it. RKOs off of ladders, yeah, he does that. You know, the more I talk about this, the more I'm feeling good about this pick at number 6. Number 5, Captain Charisma. Yeah, look, I get it. 6 appearances, 0 wins, but hey, what Christian lacks in metrics, he more than makes up for in merit, especially when it comes to the defensive side of the match. Like any good goaltender defending his net, Christian uses all the tricks in the book to keep his opponents away from that briefcase. And how about the balance on this guy, huh? Number 4, Dolph Ziggler, perhaps the fastest climber in Money in the Bank history, often one who likes to forgo the more polite rule of passing on the left or straight running right up and over the rear of his opponent. Ziggler's impressive win in 2012, thanks to an unorthodox face-first attack from underneath Christian, that makes Dolph an obvious top 5 pick. Number 3, the Big Red Machine, and let's start with his win in 2010. One man standing in his way, none other than a baby-faced Drew McIntyre. Now, Kane has chokeslammed a lot of superstars. Personally, I enjoy the ones where he chokeslams people off the top of the ladder, but that's just me. Look, for a big guy and one whom I can only assume despises ladders because he set fire to a bunch of them in 2005, it doesn't seem like there's anything Kane can't do inside Money in the Bank. Number 2, it's Kofi Kingston. Yes, look, I get it. We all love what Kofi brings to the Royal Rumble, but I don't think he gets his due for what he's done at Money in the Bank. I mean, how about that backdrop off the ladder to Seth Rollins? That certainly showed Seth how we all felt about his multicolored hair. Boy, am I just ragging on Seth Rollins today? My apologies, jeez. Plus, Kofi gives you boom drops, the boom drop onto our friend Drew McIntyre, and Kofi makes stilts out of broken ladders. That alone could have moved Kofi up to our number 1 top spot. But it didn't, because at number 1 is CM Punk. Look, he has more Money in the Bank wins than any other male superstar, and he might have won a 3rd in 2013 had it not been for Paul Heyman. So this is really a no-brainer. He's a competitor, while at the same time he has that mischievous, fun side we all grew to love about Punk. You know the stuff. Airplane spins, or going for a ride on Sheamus, or causing a near wardrobe malfunction on Sheamus, or brawling with baby ladders. But guys, at the end of the day, 2 Money in the Bank wins, that's all it takes to make Mr. Punk truly the best in the world, at least as far as Money in the Bank is concerned. Alright, so that's our list. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how great or awful I did by tweeting at WWE The Bump or at Vollmeyer on Fire. But I'm Dan Vollmeyer, and I'm out of here. See you again soon. Money.